I'm gonna keep myself over here with Jesus. You know what I mean?
Right. We don't have time for the problems. You already got enough stress in your life. You don't want to add some extra demons to it. This situation with Annabelle, because I when I was listening to some documentaries, I believe they were saying that somebody tapped on the glass or did something like that, or said, "Oh, she not gonna do nothing," and they ended up in, when they left the Warrens' house, they ended up in a tragic accident, either ending in fatality or in a horrible injury, from dealing with the Annabelle doll. And the cool thing about this one, it was showing that she hosts a lot of spirits, and she's able to control a lot of spirits. So when you open up her, it's open the Pandora's box of all the other spirits, and it gives them strength. You know, so she's like a portal or
because
things
it's
like
like
that.
The other ones were
Dormant.
dormant ghosts. And then when the demon was open and said, "Everybody go," kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, like she waking people up. Like, and that's the problem with Annabelle. It's just not her. You got too much other stuff too. That you had the bridal gown. The bridal gown, exactly, legions. She had, it looked like Baphomet that was choking the girl out at the end and was taking her soul or what have you.
And then the what's that called? The ferryman?
Yeah. The one that you have to pay the toll with putting the coins on your eyes or he'll take your soul. And, you know, I really loved it. I really feel like it's the best Annabelle yet, because you kind of go in the teens of backstories of the other cursed items. And then I like how they talked about the Warrens' house, which is really interesting to me. And I was actually surprised how they even made it to their house.
Very informative.
Because, you know, actually, they had the car stopped or whatever by a graveyard, I believe. And then that's how the wife, because she was a medium or whatever, was like, oh, so she hosts other spirits or whatever. And so the car ended up stopping. She saw the spirits look at her. And then the spirits went behind her husband, pushed her husband to the road. A truck was coming. And then the man that was riding the truck, he was like, "I'm so sorry. It was like something took control over my truck." So then those were trying to, you know, kill him before, you know, because she trying to get loose again. She trying to be open because she already know they was going to do the little holy water and put her in the sacred place. She already knew that, and she don't like that type of, she don't like to be tied down. Okay? Annabelle like to run loose. Her little spirit, the little demons like to run loose. So she was doing everything she could in the beginning of the movie to not have them even get them to the sacred place or the thing. And actually they say that the Warrens' house, they bless it every week because of all those items. And imagine, they can't go on vacation. Or if they do, they have to give the key to the priest to bless the stuff every week. And I wonder how they come up to that week. It has to be every week and not every day. You know, like 7 days, I guess, is like numerology or something like that, where they have to do it. I guess completion. Maybe it's completion has to be before 7 days because of completion. But probably. Jesus had to be. The priest got to be in there like, Jesus, you know, protect this family, protect and no weapon formed against him shall prosper and all of that. That's why you don't play with demons.
Exactly.
I can't even play with demons. But the situation is, when it comes, it's a very good movie, man. And it just proves that don't open Pandora's box with the demons and stuff. But you know what else is crazy? Stuber. This was a real good movie. It was a hilarious movie.
Yes.
Very hilarious.
David Bautista was very funny in this. If you guys don't know who David Bautista is, he is a former WWE superstar. He was a wrestler. Not only that, he's been in quite a few movies as either a martial arts, person, or he's also been in movies that you may recognize, like Guardian of the Galaxy. He is the big blue guy, or was he kind of grayish in the new one?
I think he's so blue. I'm not for sure. But anyway, let's get into it.
But he was pretty good in that movie, though. But in other news,
he was actually so just getting into Stuber. He's this guy where they first start off where he's trying to catch this guy that's into like a drug lord type situation, and long story short, he ends up killing his partner in the stomach right in front of him. Is fatal. Not able to, get the guy at all because he can't see because his glasses fall off and he has bad vision, so he's not going to shoot into an open crowd where there's thousands of people. So right, and kill a person.
Can't really see that good.
So he was what ends up happening, he ends up getting LASIK surgery because I believe he got the LASIK surgery because he was like never again type situation.
Exactly.
And his thing was he'd been working the case for 2 years, 2 full years, because his partner passed away and they were trying to take him off, and they were like, oh, the federal government's taking over the case.
Exactly.
But he wasn't hearing it because that's his partner, that was his friend. They have a brother sisterhood.
And didn't tell him why till the very end, which I was very, upset at the end. Not at the movie, but for what happened. Just because he, was doing all he could to get everything situated. And he was wondering why he couldn't get anything done. And it turned out his boss is the one that's stopping him.
Yeah.
So I would have been kind of mad too. I'm like, bruh, no wonder I couldn't catch this dude. You giving him a tip that I'm coming after him each time.
Right. I mean, because, she wants the coin. You know what I'm saying? She wants the coin from the outside source. So she's like, these little benefits and this little salary is not doing nothing for me.
Exactly.
But hey, the whole thing was hilarious. It was so cute, and it was talk about manhood and how there could be a nice balance between being hard and strong, and and then having men being able to express their emotions, cry, which is I think is cool because it does show the cool balance of being a man, that it is okay to cry, but also they had like very hilarious moments and things, which the biggest thing is that he couldn't see, so it was hilarious of him saying, I'm going to shoot your TV, and then it was a fish tank, and then there was a microwave, and then him, in the beginning scene after he got his LASIK, because he got the tip from one of his guys informants, he could barely get out of the parking lot. He ran out, tripping down the stairs, then hit somebody's car with his body, then finally ended up getting to his car, ended up almost getting killed, and then just driving, telling people, beeping at a pedestrian that was just running, and then
honking at trees.
Honking at trees, destroying people's lawn. And fire hydrants and mailboxes, and then eventually falling into
a ditch.
And so he eventually calls the Uber that his daughter created for him, the Uber app that his daughter set for him, because it was just a thing where because he can see, and she was like, to make sure you have no excuse of coming to my gallery art show, here's an Uber to help you, because of course he's blind and cannot see.
Exactly.
So it was just a really hilarious movie. You want to see the full thing, check it out.
Yes.
But you know what? That was a day night for us. But
speaking
you know what?
of dates.
Speaking of dates.
Do you guys know that it is very expensive to go on dates here in the United States?
Yeah, and then it's crazy because we found this on Twitter. So, the average date in the U.S. New York is a whopping $297.27.
Whoa.
This is the average price. I'm just trying to figure out where you're going.
Exactly.
Like how high? I mean, is New York? I mean, I know New York is high, but I didn't know dates. I mean, where are you going?
It must be going to the Benihana's or something.
Like 300,
you know,
on a date.
That's the only way I can see. You got to be going to Benihana's.
What are we doing? But then, totally opposite of that, South Dakota, $38.27. So I'm like, what's their date culture like?
Exactly, and it's sad.
I mean, that's a total difference. But then New York, I guess, is so fast paced. Everything is much higher there, I'm guessing. But then I'm like, what? I mean, I wonder with this survey where they're doing like movie, dinner, and maybe other activity.
Probably. Speaking of movie, dinner, dates, Nicki Minaj is coming out with a lot of tea on some of her relationship.
Well, actually, this is the situation. She's saying, when you see a woman in a toxic relationship, rather than laugh and say mean things, try to offer sound advice from your heart and root for her to learn her worth. We've all been there. I saw my parents fight and argue nonstop. And never divorced, so I thought this was normal behavior. And then she also says, "Dear all of you beautiful souls, a man who loves you does not humiliate you on social media, beat you, cheat on you, call you out of your name, put you down to lower your self-esteem due to his own insecurities, hide his phone passwords, whereabouts, etc." Which is so true. In this situation, I'm so glad, especially on her platform, that she said this. All of this is so true. Me personally, being in abusive relationships and stuff, it's stuff I grew up with. Because as a child, getting an abusive relationship is normal to you. A lot of people be like, "Oh, you're so stupid, this and the other." Well, when you're programmed since childhood to see a certain behavior, that's who you become.
Right.
And that's what you model. So you see that as love. A lot of people don't know that. Not everybody comes from a healthy background. So
anything that is different from the status quo is like, oh my gosh, this is right, and even though it could be wrong.
Right. And so it's just a thing where it can, even the right thing looks wrong to you because you're not used to that environment. And so I love that she says humiliate you on social media. You see a lot of that, where guys will show naked pictures of women that have sent pictures to them, nudes to them, and they feel like, in order to show my dominance, I'm going to reveal your body to the whole world.
Exactly.
You know, and then the women are called all types of names. All types of names in the book by other people. And that encourages and that gives you outside abuse and you feeling insecure in yourself or your body or what have you. And then you're feeling like, oh yes, I am this